Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Blessed Trinity High School here in Roswell, Georgia. I'm Wade Smith alongside Christopher Miner on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Hart County Bulldogs against the hosting Blessed Trinity Titans. Hart County comes into tonight's matchup with an overall record of 0-1, while the home team Blessed Trinity comes in at 1-1. We'll be back with game action right after these messages.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back. Captain's out on the field right now getting ready for game action. Let me introduce to you my co-host tonight, color analyst Christopher Miner. How you doing tonight, Chris?
Doing great. Ready for a great Friday night of football. So anxious to see Blessed Trinity against these Bulldogs.
Yeah, we're going to have a great action. Great night of football tonight. Let's get into talking about the teams a little bit. Start with the hosting Blessed Trinity. Got a veteran coach coming out tonight, and Tim McFarland. Had a rough week last week against Lovett. Lost 24-7.
Yeah.
What does Blessed Trinity have to do tonight to get back on the winning side in that win column?
They have to produce first downs. Last week against Lovett, they had a real problem with having movement on the ball, being able to move the ball. Their problem was they kept having too many 3-and-outs. If they didn't have 3-and-outs, then they had sloppy turnovers, and just they got to get number 33, the freshman, the ball more often.
Now, freshman, what can we expect to see out of number 33, Milton Shelton?
Well, he's quick, and that's the biggest thing. He's quick, and he hits the hole hard. And last week he had the freshest pair of legs. Unfortunately, he didn't get the ball a lot in the fourth quarter. They got to the point to where they were down big. They ended up losing 24-7. And by the fourth quarter, they just had to throw their way out of it. So he didn't get enough touches as I think he probably should have got.
Now, you mentioned throwing their way out of it. Quarterback Spencer McManus comes in. What did you think about his performance last week, and what does he really need to do this week to really get him back in it?
Well, his performance is based upon his line play. If his line can give him a good 5-6 second drop, able to get back and pass the ball, then he's going to have a better output. But unfortunately, last week with the Lovett defensive passing attack, he didn't have a lot of time. So, not a lot of first downs.
Mentioned Milton Shelton. He scored the only touchdown last week for Blessed Trinity on about a 25-yard draw play. Like you said, showed the speed, showed the quick legs. Yeah. Really great acceleration. Going to be interested to see what the other two backs on this offense can do. And number 22, Casey Bradley, and number 12, Sam Roberts. Sam Roberts is all over the field, plays multiple positions for this team. So it's going to be able to see. You mentioned the fresh legs. We'll see with Milton only specializing at that running back position if he's going to be able to carry the team.
Yeah.
Seeing the teams come through the banner right now. That's Blessed Trinity for you coming on out. Let's move on over and talk about the Hart County Bulldogs coming all the way. 2-hour trip for them. Long ride on the bus tonight. They got to be hungry coming out here. They're 0-1 right now. They really want a victory. And we heard some interesting interviews with the coaching staff this week. And what do you have to say about that, Chris?
Well, like the coach said, they probably got to cut down on the turnovers. And that's going to be the problem with most high school teams in the beginning of the season. It's about getting out of training camp and getting out of the summer and getting into being used to holding the ball and being efficient with the ball. And that seems that's the coach's rhetoric, because he has a direct quote, "We've been preaching since last summer, turnovers and penalties hurt us again, and we shot ourselves in the foot." And this is, it's going to be a trial and error thing. They're going to have to improve, and hopefully tonight they can show improvement. Hopefully they had a lot of good practices during the week.
All right. Takes us out of Hart County there. They had a tough game last week, 21-0. Cedar Shoals, they want to look to get back on the board. About to get out to kickoff here. Chris, give me one player to look out for on Blessed Trinity tonight.
Again, I'm going to say the freshman 33, because his touches might be far and in between, but I think he's going to make the best out of them. Other than him, I'm going to say the quarterback position at number 2, Spencer McMains. I really look forward to him being able to throw the ball, test the defensive backs of Hart County. And Hart County, I'm going to be looking at Mr. Dylan Paul on defense.
Had a heck of a game last week.
Yeah.
12 tackles and a forced fumble. But let's get ready for some kickoff. We got some football action coming up right now. You got number 1 out there for Hart County. Andrew Wilder is kicking off tonight. Back to receive. Looks like we've got number 10, John Davis for Blessed Trinity. I'm ready for some football. How about you, Chris?
Oh, I'm definitely ready. Let's go.
Friday Night Football kicks off right now. We go. Looks like number 12 back Sam Roberts will return the kick. He takes it up the middle. He's got a hole. He's going to land about the 38-yard line. Brought down by Hart County's Rondrick Sadler. And that'll set up on the offense. We're going to go to your starting lineups here for Blessed Trinity on offense tonight. From left to right, left tackle, 72, Chris Safi. Number 64, McGraw. Number 62, Mitchler. 78, Casso. 75, Werkheiser. Look for Spencer McManus, as we mentioned, at quarterback number 2. That whole bevy of running backs, 22, 12, 33, we mentioned Bradley, Robert, Shelton. Your guy Shelton, we'll see if he comes out tonight. And John Davis and Dylan Cody out at receiver. Looks like we've got McManus, and looks like your man back there, 33, starting out at the tailback position. Takes the snap. He'll fake to the right side. Throws it out to the right side. Completed pass to number 10, John Davis. First pass of the night goes good. It's going to be a first down now. First down, Blessed Trinity. This game is underway. 11:45 to go.
Well, John Davis was a great receiver last week, and he might be the staple out of receiving core.
Same set coming out again. You got McManus at quarterback, and you've got number 33, Milton Shelton at running back. More of a power set right here. Let's see if they go to the ground. Takes a snap. He will hand right to Milton. Milton's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Not anything right there. Tough tackle by a host there of Bulldogs. Number looks like leading the chart is Mason Buchanan, number 40 there for Hart County. Defensive starters now for Hart County. Going quickly here. Here we go. Kevin Mendez, number 88 at defensive end. The other defensive end is Trey Simpson, number 52. Linares, 78, and Negrete, 64 at the tackles. We'll get you the rest of them right after this play, folks. Same set here, 33 in the backfield again. He'll fake the handoff. Looks to the right side. He gets the pass off. Great completion there down to the 35-yard line. Patrick Dzinski, the big tight end, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down the field. That's going to be a first down for Blessed Trinity. Let's get you the other starters there for Hart County. We got you the defensive line. Linebacking core, Dylan Paul, number 15, playing that middle linebacker position. Matthew Boy and Zach Harris, the outside positions. Your defensive backfield tonight is number 25, Tyler Barber, number 18, Jared Scotland, number 6, Austin Adams, and closing it out is number 17, Toby Sanders. Great throw there to the tight end position. Let's see what they got in store right here. Keeping Milton in the backfield. They'll hand off to the left side this time. He's going to get a few yards, and looks like leading the charge, number 2, Matthew Boy on the tackle there.
Yeah, he got him in the backfield, even though the freshman picked up a good 3-4 yards, maybe 3.
Good carry there by Shelton. Looks like a few substitutions coming in now. I think Shelton.
I definitely like that play action pass 2 plays ago.
Play action pass looking good. The tight end showed me some hands there. He got down the field. Great route. He was wide open.
Yeah.
Good vision there under pressure for McManus to find him. McManus under center again. He's got Shelton in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. He'll handle the left side. He's got a little bit of room this time. He's up to the 28, the 27. He'll be out of bounds right around the 27-yard line. Leading the way for Hart County, Austin Adams, number 6. He's flying all over the place right now. Going to be about a 2nd and 6 here. Just under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And Shelton was able to break that from his outside because he had a great block by number 72. Kristofi had a great block right there that opened up the outside corner for him.
It's like a big tight end. Robert Voyle just checked in. One of the tallest guys out on the field, even with the offensive lineman. We'll see what he has in store. McManus has got his huddle going right now. Haven't seen anybody else at the running back position. Maybe Shelton solidified it. He showed the quick feet. You called that one early in the game. Got a quick officials timeout. Looks like they're going to measure for the first down. Going to be about a third and inches call if it's not a first down. We'll wait and see what the officials have to say. Quick initial impression so far. 3 minutes run through the game. What are you thinking about this Blessed Trinity offense from last week?
Well, as of right now, I like the way they're evening it out. It's been 2 or 3 passes with 2 or 3 runs. As long as they can have that distribution going evenly, I think they'll be okay. Because what that does is it keeps the defense in turmoil. You know, they can't substitute as good, and it keeps their offense, that Hart County offense, off the field.
Good balance. You mentioned good balance. Looks like the officials just call it's going to be a 3rd and short, just a couple inches short there from the first down. Probably see the power game right here.
Yeah,
pack
definitely.
the box. Let's get these few inches right here. They'll move. They'll try to move the chains. They've got the offense going right now. Let's see if they can keep it going. Got some big boys up front there for Hart County on the defensive side. Looking specifically there at 78, Omar Linares. Plays left guard on the offensive side and plays defensive tackle. You see him going both ways all night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a force up the middle right here on this play.
Let's see if they can hit some gaps and close that short yardage game up.
Looks like right there at the right end, you got Kevin Mendez as well. More of a speed rushing type defensive end. Don't see a lot of defensive ends wearing 88 in high school, so we'll see what he has in store for us.
Yeah.
Referee blows the whistle. We're going to be moving into play right now. 3rd and inches, folks. 9:38 to go in the first quarter. First drive of the game for either team. McManus will be lined up under center. Milton Shelton again. Going to be the quarterback sneak with McManus, and they'll easily have the first down, folks.
Yeah, I can't say I didn't see that one coming, but I did see it coming.
Ball will be moved to the 25-yard line. Head official gives the first down signal. First down, Blessed Trinity Titans. Clock will be moving just under 9:30 to go in the first quarter. This is the kind of offense you expect to see out of Blessed Trinity. As we mentioned before, the balance. Balance is going to be the key word for them.
Yeah.
Run, pass, balance, run some clock, and keep this going. Neither team has a ton of bodies on this team, so they want to be able to spread it out. Handoff to the right side. It's like Sam Roberts taking to the outside. He's going to be near the first down marker, still driving his feet. Took a pile of tacklers to take him down. Great run there by Sam Roberts on the misdirection handoff.
Definitely. He was determined to get some yardage on that play. He didn't stop with the first defender touching him, and that was great. He's going to get himself a couple more plays doing that.
Yards after contact right there. Building up that yak yardage there for Sam Roberts. He plays running. He's one of the other running backs listed on the depth chart, so it's interesting to see him getting a carry from more of a misdirection wide receiver slot back type position. It's like Timmy Mertz is in the backfield now. Number 3, new running back in the backfield for Blessed Trinity. Drops back to pass, and throw will be complete. Robert McQuaid catches the ball, but not going to get very far. The ball went straight to the ground.
Yeah, you like to see your quarterback hit him in the numbers and hit him where he can get some movement going. Unfortunately, it was a backside throw, and he had to fall to the ground when he caught that one.
Definitely would have had McQuaid one-on-one with the defensive back out here on the outside. Would have liked to seen if he could have made a move and made him miss, but like you said, ball didn't hit him in the numbers, so it's really tough to go from there. Same backfield again. You got McManus under center. Timmy Mertz in the backfield. Takes the snap, rolls to the right side. He'll throw to the outside, just incomplete. Just incomplete. Good coverage, though. Pass was intended for Casey Bradley.
Good pressure by Adams there, coming up and rushing the quarterback. He couldn't get comfortable to set his feet.
Good coverage out there by Matthew Boy as well. He had Bradley covered up very well. And it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Just under 8 minutes to go. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. See what Blessed Trinity has in store on a 3rd and 8 here. Looks like Milton Shelton is back in the game for the Blessed Trinity offense. Takes the snap, looks left. The throw, it's up. It is a touchdown for Blessed Trinity. Great catch there. Number 10, John Davis with the touchdown, and that puts Blessed Trinity on top.
Yeah, that was definitely a much better throw. He had his feet set, showed he had an arm on him, and it was a great catch and reach. As soon as he caught it, he turned around and reached right over the power line.
Great catch there. It's like Martin Nolan is going to be kicking the extra point for Blessed Trinity now. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Official signal, it is good, and this game is 7-0 now. 7:49 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows to broadcast all the games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Back to game action now. Touchdown for Blessed Trinity, just under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. I know you're excited, Chris. I saw you clapping there. It was a great completion. Tell me what you thought.
Well, I thought it was a great way for Blessed Trinity to come out. I mean, after a frustrating loss last week and a long week of practice, it was a great offensive drive. That drive had to be at least 40 to 43 yards at least. And, you know, the quarterback, McMahons, he really showed his arm, his maturity right there. And just it's great to see Blessed Trinity get back on the board.
3 return guys back for Hart County right now. Looks like leading the way will be Harris, Zach Harris, the junior. Plays linebacker. We'll see if he gets wants to get this ball and knock some people down with this one, especially after that touchdown for Blessed Trinity.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Bulldogs' offenses respond.
Ball will go into the end zone for a touchback, and we'll see the Hart County offense come out. Let's get you your starters real quick for Hart County. On the line, number 51, A.J. Townley. Number 78, Omar Linares. At center, number 62, Matt Hill. The right side, anchoring your line, John Carpenter, number 55. And number 63, Drew Teasley. Quarterback for Hart County tonight is number 7, Dakota Mitchell. Dual threat guy, great on the ground. Led the team in rushing last week with 70 yards on the ground. Running backs coming out, 22, Antoine Hazard. And number 28, Makante Simpson. We'll get you the rest after this first play. Dakota Mitchell lined up in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Lefty tries to go to the left side to number 22, Antoine Hazard, but it's incomplete. Lefty quarterback there. That's going to be interesting to see the rest of this game. A couple other offensive starters to finish it out were Tyler Barber, number 25, and number 5, Eli Lowry, both at receiver. Blessed Trinity defense will get right after this play. Number 7, Dakota Mitchell lined up in shotgun again. He's got Antoine Hazard in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to Hazard up the middle. Hazard's going to break a tackle, get hit hard in the middle. It's going to bring up about a 3rd and 4. Good tackle in the middle. Let's get you the defensive starters really quick for Blessed Trinity. Defensive ends, 34, John Castro, and 8, Maggio will go with. Defensive tackle, 52, Miles Kinder, and 65, Jim Murphy. We're back on the offensive side again. We'll get you in just a second. Same formation, takes a snap. Throws to the right side, passes complete. He tries to get up the field. It's going to be really near the first down marker. I think he's going to have it just north of the 30-yard line to number 10, John Davis, making the tackle. Looks like Jared Scotland made the catch there, number 18. And first down for Hart County. Finish up that Blessed Trinity defensive starters for you. Cornerbacks, you got number 11, Ryan Mediate. Number 12, Sam Roberts, and number 82, C.J. Brazel. Ball back in play again. Going to go to the left side, and it's going to be stopped for no gain, really. Going to be about a 2nd and long 9, maybe 2nd and 10 right off the bat. This hurry-up offense going really quick now for Hart County. What do you think to see out of Blessed Trinity's defense with this?
Well, they're holding up strong. Their defensive line is getting pressure in, and their linebackers are making solid tackles.
Got Mitchell in the backfield by himself.
False start.
False start against Hart County. Going to back him up. Definitely don't need to see that. We mentioned drive-killing penalties from last week.
Yeah, that's exactly what the coach was talking about when he said, you know, we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Ref rolls his arms, and we're going to back it on up. Be about 2nd and 13 or 14 here. Ball will be on the 28-yard line. Mitchell again in the backfield, takes the snap, hands to the left side. He will get no gain. That defensive line is playing stout by Hart County right now. Host of tacklers there.
Yeah, that defensive line is definitely closing the gaps on them. I mean, they're trying to run the ball up the middle, and Blessed Trinity's defensive line is much to watch some tape from last week because they're stuffing everything.
32, Sean Harper in the backfield. He will take the snap and will go nowhere. Quarterback sack against Mitchell. Mitchell just can't get anything going right now. Carter McManus making the tackle, and that's going to force a 4th down, and Hart County's going to have to punt.
Yeah, that's exactly what Blessed Trinity wanted there. And it's a little frustrating for Hart County because they had a couple of plays where they could break them out, but the running back didn't go north and south.
Return guys for Blessed Trinity out here are 82, CJ Brazil, and number 10, John Davis. Got big number 55, Jonathan Carpenter, punting. He'll take the long looping snap, kick it off. Great punt. Backs Davis all the way up to around the 27-yard line. And with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Blessed Trinity's got the lead, and they've got the ball coming back out. And if I'm Blessed Trinity, I'm just rolling the offense exactly like I just rolled it.
They definitely have the momentum as well. You know, Hart County's defense didn't have a long chance to get winded or, to get some water and get some coaching strategy from the coaches. So they're going to come right back out here and try to defend, maybe get a turnover.
One interesting thing will be, with that hurry-up offense of Hart County, how will that affect the players playing both sides of the ball with Blessed Trinity on this offense right now? A couple of the offensive linemen play defensive line as well, so they've got to be a little bit tired, coming right back out. But here we go. McManus under center. Sends a man in motion, takes a snap, hands to the fullback up the middle. Not going to get very far. That was Casey Bradley on the handoff. One of the many running backs on this team. He was lined up in the three-point stance at fullback. He'll gain about 2 yards, and it'll be about 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he would have got a lot farther. He had a good hole, but he tripped over his own guy.
John Davis coming into the game now for Dylan Cody. McManus getting his team ready to go. Milton Shelton in the backfield again for this Titans team. Sam Roberts in motion again. McManus takes the snap, looks left, tries the lob pass, and just incomplete. Hits John Davis in the hands. He lays out for it, just out of his reach. Great coverage there by Eli Lowry.
Yeah, that was the definition of fingertips because it hit him dead in the fingertips. He just couldn't grab it in.
Could not haul it in.
It was a nice pass. Nice pass by McManus.
Good touch there. I was very impressed with that.
Yeah.
He showed me something with his arm. After seeing the tape from last week, I wasn't expecting to see as much passing as I was the running game. But they've been doing a good job of keeping it balanced, as we mentioned before. McManus under center, 3rd and 8. He'll take the snap. Hand off to his up back again. He's going to ground and pound it up the middle. 22 again, Casey Bradley. It's not going to be enough for the first down. It's going to be about 4th and 4 here. And we're going to see a punt from the Blessed Trinity offense.
Yeah, it's surprising they didn't go to the air one more time because they had single coverage out on the outside.
Nathan Etheridge back to punt for Blessed Trinity. Punt is up. Fair catch called for, and that is where Hart County will take over. 34-yard line. See if they can get some more offense going this time. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0. Blessed Trinity here at home leading early. Hart County didn't really get a lot going on that last possession. They went with the hurry-up offense. See if it benefits them anymore on this drive.
Yeah, Blessed Trinity definitely came out to play. I mean, it's a home crowd environment. Maybe they're a little hyped up. Let's see what Hart County can do on this second possession.
Dakota Mitchell at quarterback again. 2 backs in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. He'll hand to the left side. Tries to get it upfield. Still running east and west. A little more than they should be. Hazard on the carry. Patrick Jasinski, the big tight end and linebacker, making the tackle again for Blessed Trinity.
Yeah, he definitely came up on his linebacker spot. Just watched the ball and made a good tackle. Good, solid tackle.
Shotgun again for Dakota Mitchell. Hazard in the backfield with him. Man in motion comes through. He'll fake the handoff. He'll try to go up the middle, and he got it. He breaks the tackle, and he'll take it all the way down to about the 50-yard line. That's the kind of offense that I expected to see out of Hart County tonight. Ryan Mediate on the tackle.
It was a great call by the coaches. It was a just design draw play, and he went right up the middle.
Looks like they may go right back to it again. Mitchell in shotgun. He'll take the snap. Looks like kind of an option play to the right side. He's got some blockers, but he's going to be taken down after about a 3-yard gain. Good tackle there by Jasinski again. He's all over the place tonight.
Yeah, also a design sweep this time. Sweep right, and pretty soon I'm going to be looking for the coaching staff of Hart County to try to take advantage of this size matchup on the outside with the receiver. The receiver, Kevin Mendez or Anthony Turner. He's a freshman.
He is a tall receiver. Mitchell will take the snap. He'll try to roll left. Throws across the middle. Pass is complete. He's up. He's got the first down and more. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He'll go out of bounds right around the 32-yard line there. Good completion and exactly what you wanted right there. Took advantage of the size matchup, just as you said.
Yeah, he made a couple of great moves to knock defenders off of him. Broke about 3 or 4 tackles and definitely moved the chains. Coaching staff will be ready to throw it to him again.
That was number 18, Jared Scotland, on the reception. Jasinski's down right now on the field. That would be a big blow to Blessed Trinity if he was not able to come back.
Looks like it might be a leg injury, something with his knee. Training staff is checking him out.
Well, with this, we'll take a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be right back.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Back to action here in Roswell, Georgia, Blessed Trinity High School. That's big number 16, Patrick Jasinski, being carried off the field right now. Tight end and linebacker, very important player to this Blessed Trinity team. We'll give you updates as we get them for you, folks. Hart County back out on offense now.
Hopefully it's nothing but just a case of cramps.
Trading tables right in front of us. We'll keep you updated. Snap out on the field, and he will be taken down hard again. Mitchell tried to find that middle seam again and just could not find anything. Tackle made by John Yu. First time we've called John's name here for Blessed Trinity tonight.
Yeah, but it looks like it won't be the last because he's getting a lot of reps now.
Second long. Mitchell in shotgun again. Hazard in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to Hazard this time up the middle. Hazard will go nowhere. Big stop made by 22, Casey Bradley. Called Casey Bradley's name a few times already tonight, making some big stops from the linebacker position.
22 on 22. Bradley on the running back, number 22. Bradley filled that hole right away. As soon as the ball was snapped, he was like, it's almost as if he knew to play because he filled that hole as soon as the ball was snapped.
Watching this Hart County offense, there's not a lot of plays that they run, so he probably made a pretty good guess right there. Same formation again. Mitchell in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He'll look to throw this time. Scrambles to the right side. Can't find anything. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete. Made a good throw there. Tyler Barber couldn't haul it in. 2 flags back in the backfield, though. More than likely going to be a holding from where that flag's at.
Definitely. I've seen it myself. And it was on the Hart County defensive or offensive outside lineman. He was holding because the pocket broke down and the quarterback had nowhere to go, and he was trying to look for a place to throw it. And, after you get 2 or 3 seconds, those offensive linemen hands get sticky.
Big play there for the hold, though. That's going to back them up. We'll see what they decide to do. It'll force a 4th down if they decline it. Not sure how well Hart County's kicker kicks.
Probably better to decline it. They take him out of field goal range.
It's like the officials moving the ball back, so they took the penalty. It's going to be a long 3rd down now. Holding is called against Hart County. Wow, look at that yardage, folks. Backs them all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah.
Not many plays in the playbook for this one.
No, I mean, unless they want to take advantage of their size matchup with the wide receivers.
You might see it right here. Going to go no backs in the backfield. Look for some motion right here. They motion on a lot of plays. Mitchell will take the snap and shotgun. Looking right. Can't find anything. Goes left. He's got a receiver wide open, but just overthrows him. Wow. Carter McManus in coverage there. If he connects with that, it's a touchdown, no doubt, and this game's tied. But now it's going to be a long 4th down play, and we'll see what they have in store for us.
It was a great play call. The only thing is the defense called a better play call. They called a safety or a corner blitz where McManus blitzed the quarterback, and he rushed him, so he didn't have a chance to set his feet. But the receiver was wide open. But unfortunately, he didn't have enough time to narrow it in and throw it to the appropriate person.
Big number 55, John Carpenter, back to punt again for Hart County. John Davis is going to be back to receive. Carpenter showed his leg last time. Booted a whale of a punt. Long looping snap again. Ball's kicked. It's a duck up in the air there. Fair catch called. And looks like Blessed Trinity will have the ball on the 15-yard line. First quarter's gone by pretty quick here, folks. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Blessed Trinity up 7-0. Looks like the big tight end, Patrick Jazinski, is up and walking around on the sideline. That's good to see. We'll see if he gets back in the game in the second quarter.
Like I said, it might have just been a case of the cramps, which is normal,
It's a warm August night.
Yep. No, just got to keep them hydrated. Definitely going to feed them a lot of liquids for the rest of the game.
We'll have to be careful up here. We might cramp up, too, on this warm August night. Keep our liquids flowing as well.
We have water bottles close at hand.
Spencer McManus takes the snap. He'll hand off to the left side. Ball will not get very far, about a 1-yard gain. Big tackle by number 40, Mason Buchanan, the junior for Hart County.
I'm sure the coaching staff on the Bulldog side is just telling the defense just to hold right here. Just hold them to 3 plays, and we'll get the ball back in good field position, and they'll be able to try to have another opportunity in the red zone.
Hart County's done a good job of settling down after giving up that early touchdown. Really settled into this game. Looks like we're going to have a fight here.
Well, I hope so. I hope it comes down to the fourth quarter. We all want to see a great game.
McManus sends his receiver in motion. He'll take the snap, fake to the right side. Throws right to the motion man. He'll be on the outside. He'll break 1 tackle. He'll get up maybe about 6 yards, folks. Roderick Goss made the tackle there. Great catch by Robert McQuaid on the outside. Kind of the screen back. We've seen McQuaid on the outside a few times now. But that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, folks. 7-0 Blessed Trinity. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Blessed Trinity High School here in Roswell, Georgia. Wade Smith alongside Christopher Miner bringing you all the action between the Hart County Bulldogs and the Blessed Trinity Titans. Second quarter action starting up here, fresh 12 minutes on the clock. 7-0 Blessed Trinity leads. Chris, what do you think about that first quarter?
I thought that Hart County, has to take advantage of their possessions. They had 3 good possessions. Unfortunately, no points on the board. So it's going to be a challenge for them to make sure that they get the ball back and try to take advantage of their possessions.
3rd and 2 here for Blessed Trinity. Looks like we've got McManus under center this time. He'll take the snap. Drops back to pass. Throws on the outside. Pass will be complete. Great catch by John Davis. Brought down by Roderick Goss again, but that's going to be enough for the first down. And Blessed Trinity will move the chains.
Yeah, see, that was definitely a great first down play because Blessed Trinity knew what they wanted to do. They saw the coverage, and McMahon had a good strike.
Hart County playing some soft zone coverage right there. Gave him a lot of cushion.
Yeah.
And John Davis definitely took advantage of it. McManus will take the snap. He'll hand to the right side. Got a hole this time. He'll take off. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. And he'll be taken down hard around the 43-yard line. Strong carry there by Carter McManus. And another tackle by Roderick Goss. That was McManus to McManus. Little family connection there in the backfield there.
Well, the younger one definitely hit the hole right, and he held onto the ball, and he got good yardage out of it.
That's Carter McManus. He's a junior. Spencer McManus, the quarterback, is a senior. Good tandem there in the backfield when you got the same last name.
Pretty easy for us, huh?
All right, guys, when we're back under center again, Spencer McManus will take the snap. Draw up the middle. He's got a lot of room. He'll take it up around the 27-yard line before being brought down. Milton Shelton again. And I keep seeing that number pop up. Roderick Goss one more time. That's 3 tackles in a row.
Hey, somebody got a tackle, and luckily for him, he's making them. It's a flag on the play as well.
See what the officials have for us.
Looks like it might have been after the whistle. These guys are getting, Hart County's getting a little frustrated, it seems like, because that was 3 great gashes of play yardage. They might be getting a little too frustrated.
Good play calls from the Blessed Trinity sideline coming in right now. The officials are still consulting on what this foul should be. Who knows? Maybe they're making dinner plans out there, trying to figure out where they're going after the game.
Waffle House is always open. That's an easy call right there.
Blessed Trinity looks like they're already backing up, preparing for the foul to be called on them.
Okay. Well, that was a great draw play. The freshman hit the hole. I mean, from between him and the McManus brother that had the ball the previous play, it was a great 1-2 tandem because McManus, he hit the hole. He didn't have as much speed, but he had great vision on that play. But the freshman right here who just had the ball, number 33, Shelton, he hit the ball with speed and great vision. So he definitely got Hart County on their heels.
Last week with Blessed Trinity, Milton Shelton was the one that scored the touchdown on the draw.
Yeah.
So they want to go back to that play as much as possible, just waiting for their spots to call that. But you mentioned the 1-2 punch. You got Shelton, you got McManus. You got 2 other running backs back there as well that are pulling their weight. You got the fullback in Bradley. He's had a couple of carries, a couple of just grinded out carries. And number 12, Sam Roberts, he's kind of been that slot back. He's motioned through a few times and taken a couple of handoffs. Look for, if you're going to have any plays that are the trickery of sorts, I think Sam Roberts is going to be your guy. It's like we're finally going to get a call from the officials. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Blessed Trinity. No explanation, just a personal foul. It will be first down. Blessed Trinity will still be on. Actually, I take that back. It's second down. 2nd and 11. Spot of the foul play. So it backs them up after the carry.
Still giving an explanation from the referees to the Blessed Trinity coaching staff.
Coaching staff doesn't look too happy with this call either.
They look kind of confused.
I think we all are right now.
Yeah.
Everyone in the stands is just ready for this action to get going again.
I know one coaching staff that's happy about it is Hart County. They get a chance to give those defensive linemen a breather.
Definitely so. That is a great call. It's almost a free timeout right now.
Yeah.
Longer than a free timeout, really. And now the officials will confer again.
It's going to be interesting to see what Blessed Trinity can do to get out the middle of the field and try to get in their red zone.
They're out of field goal range right now. I have to think, stick with that ground game. They've been doing well with it. With enough backs that you can just keep a fresh back in there all the time. Why not? Looks like they're pulling out the passing plays at the right time as well. They've only thrown a couple of incomplete passes, and everything has pretty much been right on the money. The few passes they've have been dropped.
Well, McManus definitely settled in from that first play he threw to the ground, and he's ready now. It appears that his timing is clicking, and he's prepared to throw exactly what the play is called. So looking forward to seeing what they can do to try to get in this red zone.
While we're waiting on the officials, folks, be sure to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com halftime and post-game shows, where we'll give you all the highlights and we'll select the player of the game later on tonight as we wrap up all the action from the ball game. Remember, that's coming up at halftime and following the game. It looks like we're actually going to get some game action going again, and it is a first down. I was correct the first time around. Good to know I know my football.
Of course.
I played enough years, I would hope I would know that by now. But it is a first down. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter, if you've forgotten, folks. It feels like we haven't played in 10 minutes. Blessed Trinity is still on offense. Carter McManus will still be your quarterback. Ref winds his arm, and we're going again, folks. It's football time. Got the younger McManus in the backfield. Takes the snap. He'll hand the ball off to the younger McManus. He'll get nowhere. Move the pile about a yard before he's taken down by Mason Buchanan, up the middle linebacker, number 40.
And that play, that offensive play, it kind of played into the defensive players, the defensive coach, coordinator's hand, because those defensive linemen just came off a 2-minute break, you know? So we're going to see this next play what the offensive coordinator has up his sleeve.
McManus brothers in the backfield again. Spencer under center. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff to Carter. Long pass downfield, down the sideline. He's got a receiver just out of reach. Lays out. Sam Roberts just cannot haul it in. Another good route run. Had the defense beat. The ball just could not fall in his hands.
As we were just praising McManus, too, about his composure this second quarter. That play, that pass play was a little too far ahead of the double move route that his receiver ran.
Led him just a little far. Let's see what he's got in store here. Long third down here, 3rd and 9. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Same tandem in the backfield. McManus under center. Take the snap. He'll roll to the right side. Pressure. Gets the throw off, but it comes off the hands of Dylan Cody. Dylan Cody can't haul it in. Another drop pass. Eli Lowry in coverage there, number 5. But another punt now for Blessed Trinity. After that long penalty delay, they're going to have to kick it right back to Hart County.
Now, could we credit Hart County's defense for stalling out that drive, or the officials?
I think you have to credit the officials with at least half credit there. Really slowed the game down. There's the snap and the punt. Goes deep. No fair catch called. Ball's going to take a Hart County bounce. Go back a couple of yards. Going to stop dead on the 14-yard line. That's where Hart County will take over on offense and bring out that fast-paced offense again.
Well, they're definitely going to be starting deep in their own territory. It was a great pooch punt by the Blessed Trinity Titans.
See what Dakota Mitchell and Hazard have in store for us again. You'd think with a name like Hazard, you better be a darn good running back.
A hazard to tackle, huh?
He's a hazardous back right there. Dakota Mitchell will probably want to get the ground game going. He led the team in rushing last week, as we mentioned earlier, folks. Had the one good draw up the middle, a couple design sweeps that haven't really went anywhere. He's in the backfield by himself. Man in motion. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to the motion man. He'll cut it up the right side, and a big tackle taken down hard by Patrick Jasinski. Good to see him back with authority right there.
He definitely fought off the blocker and tackled with authority. That's right. Right on the edge. He held his ground like he was supposed to do.
He's a big guy. He's your prototypical middle linebacker in high school. He's playing a little more of that rush linebacker like a jack. Flag down on the play. Ball's on the ground. Ball is on the ground, and I think Blessed Trinity recovered it.
Speaking of Jasinski, that's who caused the
down,
fumble.
Blessed Trinity. Patrick Jasinski causes the fumble, and they came up with it. They're going to have a short field now after the fumble on the play. Are the officials going to overturn it?
Looked like a clean play.
Nope, false start, declined. Going to be a first down for Blessed Trinity, and they'll take over on the 26-yard line. Big momentum change here, and we have to go back to it. Hart County, penalties and turnovers.
That's exactly the problem right there, because that turnover, I mean, the running back had a great hole. Just he was carrying the ball kind of loose, and Jasinski played the way he was supposed to and stuck his arm out there and caused the fumble. That's what you train. That's what you train for in the summer. It's all type of drills to have your defensive players go after that ball.
McManus and Shelton in the backfield. He'll be under center. Takes the snap. Draw up the middle to Shelton. Shelton's got some room. He'll get to the outside. He'll be taken down around the 16-yard line. Good gain there for Shelton. Brought down by number 6, Austin Adams.
Shelton showed his quick feet right there, huh?
They love that draw play with Shelton. That's the third time they've run that tonight.
Yeah. It produces. It keeps them going in positive direction. Let's see if they run it one or two more times.
They got to stay clear of it for a play or two. Looks like they're, if I'm Hart County, I'm going to be keying on that play. Maybe run a play action off of that and see if somebody's wide open on it. Same formation again. Spencer McManus under center. He will take the snap. And look at that. He faked it. There's the play action. Throw to the right side, and the receiver fell down. His receiver was not there. That was number 12, Sam Roberts, that he was looking for downfield. Couldn't find him. Incomplete pass, going to bring up a third and about 5 with 8.5 minutes to go in the first half.
It's definitely a test for Hart County's defense because this is their third trip into the red zone in this quarter. Let's see if they can hold up and hold them from getting any points, or at least to a field goal.
Here we go, folks. Third down. Plus Trinity takes the snap. They'll hand to Roberts on the left side. He's got some space. He'll get up, and he might have the first down. It's going to be mighty close. They might have to measure it. It's going to be right on the line. And they gave it to him. First down, Blessed Trinity. First and goal here. Clock will be running on the official mark. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Good play there with the misdirection of Roberts.
Yeah, we see if it's not broke, don't fix it. They keep running it, and they're getting production out of it.
Double tight ends. He'll take the snap, hand it up the middle to Milton, and he'll be stopped. Short gain, about a yard, and it's going to be a second and goal. Milton Shelton getting the majority of the between the tackles carries. That's about what we've seen out of this team. Milton Shelton gets it between the tackles. Sam Roberts gets it on the misdirection on the outside. And every once in a while they give it to the other McManus. It's about all we've seen.
Well, it's been a nice little change up, and you know, it's keeping Hart County definitely on their heels.
Second and goal. 2 tight ends set. McManus will take the snap. He'll look to the right side. He's got a receiver, but the ball's going to be incomplete. had him open. Robert McQuaid had the ball, but he got hit from the backside there by Roderick Goss, and Goss knocked it loose.
Yeah, it was to the back shoulder throw, and receiver wasn't quite in the clear for it. Goss was on his back.
See what Blessed Trinity has in store for a 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line. And looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Timeout from Blessed Trinity. We'll be right back after this, folks. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. We're back to football action. 7:14 to go in the first half. Blessed Trinity leads 7-0 here, and they have the ball on the 8-yard line with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's go one more time. So far, this Hart County defense has been able to stand strong in the red zone.
Timmy Mertz checks in the tailback behind McManus. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, looks for the screen, but he fell down. He gets up, and the pass is going to be a little bit short. Great design play there, but Mertz just happened to fall down. Made McManus have to wait on the throw. 4th down, Blessed Trinity, and they're going to have to go for the field goal.
Big defensive end from Hart County came over and for one, blocked the running back, and for 2, pressured the quarterback. So he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And the Hart County defense holds strong a little bit.
Big play
Tries
there.
to hold him to 3.
25-yard field goal. Mark Nolan back to kick the field goal. Snap is in. Kick is up. And it is good. Going to extend that lead for Blessed Trinity to 10 now. 10-0. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Had the cannon blast there. We know Blessed Trinity scores on that. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with the kickoff action here on PlayOnSports.com. And we'll bring it back. Time for some kickoff action for Blessed Trinity here. They're leading 10-0, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Looks like 22 Antoine Hazard back to receive this kick for Hart County. Mark Nolan's going to be kicking off again.
Well, one thing, Hart County has to be feeling pretty good about that last turnover, and at least it only resulted in 3 points.
Big defensive stop.
It was a big stop, and hopefully they can get the offense going here in this last 7 minutes of the second quarter, and let's see if Blessed Trinity can respond.
Mark Nolan stepping off his kick. Getting ready to send it long for Blessed Trinity. Officials mark they're ready, and here we go, folks. And there's the kick. Goes to Hazard's side. He'll have it, and he'll have a wall of blockers. Here we go. Oh, great tackle. Brought down hard there. Number 33, Milton Shelton. And looks like Kyle Evans as well. Great tackle there. Just went right through the wall to come through like a bullet and take him down.
It was a great special teams play. That's what you call a gunner. He was coming out there, and he made a great tackle, great open field tackle. Held him to maybe a 2-yard return.
Yeah, that one didn't get very far. But Hart County back out on offense now. See if we see that hurry-up attack again. Mitchell at quarterback, lined up in the shotgun. Empty backfield with him. He'll send a man in motion. There's a snap. He'll fake the ball to the left side. He's going to keep it, and he will roll up about 3 yards before he's taken down. Tackle there by Carter McManus. Called his name a lot tonight. The younger McManus, as we like to say.
Yeah, well, he's doing his great. He's doing his just due on defense as well. So he's playing a heck of a game.
Right back up to that line. 2nd and 7 here for Hart County. Takes the snap. He'll roll to the left side. Got pressure. Looking downfield. Looking. Got a man. He's got the pass. It's going to be enough for a first down, and he'll be brought down about the 43-yard line. Great catch there by number 21, Keenan Dillon. Taken down by Carter McManus again.
Yeah, he was watching the quarterbacks. I mean, he's doing what you're supposed to do when you're outside linebacker. When you're playing that linebacker position, you watch the ball and you move. And he did exactly that.
I tell you what, we've seen a lot of tackles by defensive backs tonight. I'm not sure either coach is going to be happy about that when they get to the locker room. Mitchell takes the snap. He'll hand it up the middle, and it'll be about, oh, he breaks it on the outside. I thought he went down, folks. He got an extra 2 yards after contact there. Great move. John Davis makes the tackle, but a good solid carry there. Number 28, there we go, McConte Simpson. First time we've called McConte's name tonight. Good carry from the small back. Hazard's back in the backfield again with Dakota Mitchell. Mitchell takes the snap. He drops back 3 steps. He'll have to roll hard. He's got a lot of pressure. Looks to get the ball away, and he does. And the ball's going to be incomplete. Had a receiver, waited very, very late to get it to him. That was Jared Scotland again on the outside. Been his go-to receiver tonight. Could not get the completion to fall, though.
It was great pressure from the defense of Blessed Trinity. They rushed the quarterback back out the pocket, and he had no choice but to try to get rid of it.
3rd and 7 now. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Dakota Mitchell, Antoine Hazard in the backfield, and looks like they're going to have to call a timeout. They do. We'll take it with them, folks. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this timeout here on PlayOnSports.com. And welcome back. Going to be set up for a 3rd down here after the timeout. 5.5 minutes to go. That first quarter flew by. This second quarter is moving at a snail's pace after the few timeouts that we've had and the referee debacle early on with the call. Had to get sorted out a couple of times. Really slowed us down here.
Yeah, well, it's really in Hart County's favor still because they're getting more opportunity to get their guys wind and water, and let's see if they can capitalize on this last time out.
3rd and 7 now. 3 receivers set. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Mitchell takes the snap. Pump fakes, can't find anything. He'll take off, and he's going to be taken out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage. Might have been a late hit over there. We'll wait and see. Not sure if the flag flew. Big pile of bodies over on that side. Sam Roberts with the big hit. 4th down up on the board.
Not exactly the play you wanted from the quarterback. It was a good pump fake, but he couldn't go anywhere, and he decided to pull it down and run. You would like to see him have a little bit more pocket presence and stay in that pocket a couple more seconds.
No flag call, so that's going to bring up the punting situation. Jonathan Carpenter, big number 55, back to punt for Hart County. John Davis to receive here for Blessed Trinity. There's the boot. Davis will have to back up. He's going to let the ball go. Now he'll field it. Got two guys there. He's going to try to get around the outside. Can't get there, and he is brought down hard. Looks like number 5, Eli Lowry, with the big hit. And that's going to really change field position now. Blessed Trinity's going to have the ball deep in their own territory.
Probably his coaching staff is probably going to get in his ear, say, just let that ball go, young man. Just let it go, because, you know, it would have went into the touchdown, been a touchback. Great punt by the Hart County punter.
Good punt there. Number 55, Jonathan Carpenter, the senior. He doubles as the right guard for the offensive line.
Well, I can see his leg definitely has a future.
He's got a big leg to go along with the rest of his big body. That brings out the Blessed Trinity offense. Many names we've called already tonight. Spencer McManus at quarterback. Milton Shelton lined up in the backfield. Snap. He'll go to the right side. Shelton's got the ball. He's got a little bit of space, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards before he's brought down. Tackle made by number 15, Dylan Paul. Make that about a 4-yard gain, a little less than I expected on the first time.
It appears if they have a running play on this play, then you know Blessed Trinity is contingent with running out the clock.
4:38 to go in the first half. Set up again. McManus under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand to the left side this time to Shelton. And Shelton will do the same thing, drive out a few more yards and run that clock.
Luckily, they got a first down. It was a great put your head down and run play for Shelton.
Put your head down and keep those legs moving. He does a good job of that. Small stature, great low center of gravity, hard to bring down.
Quick feet.
Quick feet. Biggest asset he's got.
That's what you want in your running back. You want to be able to have good vision and good feet. And, you know, it appears that he has the both. The only thing he might need experience.
And he's definitely got it in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
3:50 to go until halftime now. 3rd and short for Blessed Trinity. Quarterback sneak up the middle. They'll just try to get the first down. Not sure how much room they're going to give him here. We'll wait for the official's call. And they're going to have to measure it.
Well, going into halftime there, those Hart County coaching staff is definitely going to harp on turnovers and penalties, because that's what stuttered their drives. They had the ball at least 4 times in the first half, and unfortunately didn't get too many first downs.
It's exactly what we mentioned in the pregame show, turnovers and penalties. That's what the coaching staff harped on all week as well. And we'll see if a halftime speech can do them any better. It's going to be short. Still going to be, it's going to be about 4th down now. We'll see what Blessed Trinity has in store. See if they go for another sneak just to try to run some more clock out right here. Risky play.
Looks like that might be the call. May not be that risky. 3 minutes to go. Inches, you know, you got it. McMahon is on a nice little roll. Your guard play is playing pretty good, so it's a gamble.
It is a gamble. You stop him here, Hart County's got great field position to at least get a field goal. And they drew him off sides. That might have been the play all along. Just draw him off sides, run out some clock, and then go to the half.
Even better.
They're going to get the first down now. Offsides called against the Bulldogs. Walk off 5 yards and give a fresh set of downs to Blessed Trinity.
It goes exactly what Hart County's problem has been this whole half, is just defeating themselves, you know. And we want to see a good competitive game. And I know the coaching staff is frustrated because he probably has so much more potential in his team, and he wants to see a great non-penalty half, or a game for that matter.
Back out on the offensive side now. 1st and 10, Titans ball. McManus takes a snap. He'll fake to the left side. He's got time to throw. Gets a good block. He'll go downfield, and the ball is overthrown. Trying for Robert Vole there. His big tight end, number 7. The other tight end besides Jasinski. A couple of big tight ends for this team, and they've utilized him very well. Thrown to him a lot tonight. probably more than they have their wide receivers.
Well, it probably would have been a complete play if it wasn't so much pressure from the Hart County defensive ends, who have been rushing the quarterback great, not giving McMahons a lot of time to throw, and they're definitely doing their job.
McManus picked up a good block there on the roll by the left guard, Nick McGraw. Got him a pancake block there. McManus under center again, 2nd and 10. He'll take the snap. He'll fake again. Receiver wasn't even looking for it. Looked like it was supposed to be a comeback route to Dylan Cody, but Cody wasn't ready for the comeback when the ball was coming out.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that they were on the same page, and that's what you don't want when you're coming out of the huddle. You want everybody on the same page. Hopefully, this next play, it's 3rd down, and hopefully they're on the same page this time.
Something to think about here. And they went for that 4th down, and we were thinking they're just going to try to run out the clock. They've thrown 2 straight pass plays and run a total of about 5 seconds off the clock now. So they're either going to have to get this 1st down or they're going to have to punt it away, and Hart County's going to get another chance on offense. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 10, 2:53 to go in the half. McManus takes the snap. They're going to run the draw, and they're not going to get enough for the 1st down. They went to the draw back again. Milton Shelton, he only picked up about 2 yards, and I think Hart County called a timeout.
Yeah, that was kind of a confusing possession right there.
That's some iffy play calling on the if you want to take it to the half. And maybe they figured when they got that quarterback sneak, they got the fresh set of downs, momentum was on their side, and they could do something with it. But they didn't do much with it. Now they're going to have to punt the ball with 2:48 to go in the 1st half.
Well, I mean, if anything, the Hart County defensive coordinator can go in the half with something to hang his hat on. We've had turnovers, we've had penalties, we've had blown assignments, but unfortunately for us, we're only down 10 points. We're still in reachable distance for our offense.
Now, if you're Hart County right here, do you possibly go after the punt block? Do you try to set up the return? Do you go for the big play right here, being down 10 and try to get some momentum going into the half? Or do you play it safe, get the return, and just run some clock?
Oh, I definitely think you go for the punt block. I mean, you're deep in their territory. If you can block this punt, you'll be in the red zone or maybe even a touchdown. So I definitely go for the punt block.
Nathan Etheridge, number 8, back to punt. And they didn't bring enough. They're going to set up the return. Ball's in the air. It's a high kick. He fumbles it. I think he landed right back on it, though. He muffed the punt, but he landed right back on top of it. We'll wait for the official's call, but from up here, it looked like Hart County got it back. And he did. Hart County did get it back, but another potential mistake right there.
Yeah, you hate to harp on it, you know, this being a high school ball and these kids are doing their best. It's just a lot of mistakes are just keeping them from being positive or in the positive areas. It's just keeping them from producing, and it's unfortunate. Hopefully they can get it together in the 2nd half, and we got 2 minutes to go till the 2nd half, so you know, if they can have something to increase or be proud about, it's going to come in this next 2 minutes.
2:38 on the clock. Hart County back out on offense. Mitchell takes a snap. He'll roll to the right side, looking downfield. He goes. He's got a man wide open. He makes the catch, and he'll be brought down on the 32-yard line. Great catch there by Jared Scotland. And again, folks, brought down by Patrick Jasinski. Good play there, though, to get it out to Scotland.
Great play. Great rollout play to the right. Quarterback was wide open. He had a chance to set his feet, and he caught the receiver in stride.
Going with that hurry-up style of offense again. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Take the snap. He'll fake the handoff and keep it himself, and he'll get up to about the 29-yard line. Brought down by a group of tacklers, led by Jasinski one more time. Like we've called his name about as much as the quarterbacks tonight.
Well, he's making a lot of plays on defense, and that play right there from Hart County, I think it was more or less to catch the defense off sides or to catch them, you know, with the draw play.
Takes the snap. He'll fake it again. He'll run it up the middle one more time, driving those feet, and he'll keep it going. Going to be brought down on the 24-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and 3. Brought down by John Castro.
I think what they're hoping to do is to catch the defense back in coverage because they're only rushing 4 now. So they're dropping back 8. And Hart County's hoping to catch them in coverage.
Power line set up here. Empty backfield. Mitchell takes the snap. He'll fake the ball in the motion man. Takes it up the middle again. He's got some room. He breaks the tackle. Oh, he had it. One more step and he would have had the touchdown, folks. Comes down about the 14-yard line. Broke that seam, and I thought he was going to make it in that time.
Almost. He definitely was trying his hardest to. It was a great run by the quarterback.
Looked over to the sideline like the band was queued up and ready to go for a touchdown right there. See if they can get something right here. 1 minute to go in the first half. Really got the offense moving. The momentum is on Hart County's side. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off, running back to the left side. He'll pick up about 3 yards before he's brought down around the 10-yard line. Clock's going to keep moving now. Under 50 seconds to go. 2nd and 8. Got to look for Mitchell again. He's doing a great job running this offense. Takes the snap. He'll hand to the right side this time on the motion back. Nothing going there. Picks up maybe a yard, if even that. The ball will be set up on the 10. 3rd and 7, 30 seconds to go. Timeout called. Tackle is made by Chris Romero. Clock will be stopped here on 3rd and 10. Or 3rd and 7, I'm sorry. 30 seconds to go. What do you expect to see here? 3rd and 7, 30 seconds. I mean, you're going to get a field goal if you don't get this, but you really want the touchdown going into the half.
I'm expecting at least 2 pass plays, and maybe on 3rd down, they have one more timeout left. Or 2. They have 2 timeouts left. Maybe 1 because they just called
They have one timeout.
1 timeout left. So I'm expecting them. They're going to call 2 plays right now, 2 pass plays. Hopefully they can complete them. And then with the 3rd possession or the 3rd, they got to get this 1st down. So it's definitely going to be a pass play right here.
3rd and 7 on the 10.
Definitely going to be a pass play right here.
You can get a 1st down.
You can.
But if you get the 1st down, you got to hope the back will just lunge into the end zone from that far.
Yeah.
We're going to see. Coming back out on offense. Offensive line really trying to get them pumped up over there. This is what football is all about, folks. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Blessed Trinity is up 10-0 on Hart County, but Hart County's got the ball on the 10-yard line, trying to push one in before the half. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right, slot back on the left side. Takes a snap, rolls to the left side, trying to get around the corner. Can't find anything, throws it downfield, and the ball is going to be tipped, almost intercepted there. Almost intercepted by number 23, Kyle Evans. Brings up the 4th down, and you got to kick the field goal here for the sure points.
Hey, it's okay. At least they can get on the board and try to get some points on the board and get off the schneid.
Put this through the uprights. Be less than 20 seconds to go in the half. Run that clock out. It'll be 10-3 going into halftime. A little more respectable than 10-0.
Exactly.
Especially after the amount of turnovers and penalties we've seen, the mistakes. This will be a morale booster going into the half.
Exactly. That's exactly what they need is a morale booster.
It's like a timeout called by Blessed Trinity.
We're going to try to ice them.
Little icing the kicker. A little strategy there from the Blessed Trinity coaching staff. Want to keep that shutout on the board if they can.
Yeah, you never want to go into the half or the end of the game with timeouts on the board. You want to use them. You got them, you better use them.
With the timeout now. 23 seconds to go. Still got 10-0 on the board. Great little drive there by Hart County. That's the kind of offense I'm going to expect to see coming out in the second half, especially with it if they do make this field goal, 1-possession game, and they can just keep it within reach. The defenses have both been playing strong defense. But like you said, I think the hurry-up offense has really tired out that defensive line of Blessed Trinity, and we'll see what they can do after the half.
Really interested to see what kind of adjustments Hart County makes, and as well as Blessed Trinity.
Looks like it's Wilder back to kick the field goal. Number 1. And we're going to have another timeout? Yes, we are. And they're going to try to double up and ice the kicker again. And with this one, we'll take a quick break with them this time, folks. We'll be right back on PlayOnSports.com. And we're back. Any more timeouts, you think?
Not from Blessed Trinity's side. They've used 2 in a row to try to ice the kicker.
Maybe Hart County should call one to counterbalance right here. Ref rolls his arms. Here we go. Snap is up. Good. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. It was a tough floater there. It made it in, though. 10-3 now. Hart County gets on the board. Blessed Trinity still leads by 1 possession. It's a 1-touchdown game here. 20 seconds to go in the first half. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the kickoff, folks. We'll be right back here on PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Hart County going to be kicking off now. Blessed Trinity is going to have number 10, John Davis back. Number 22, Casey Bradley as well. I'm sorry, that's number 12, Sam Roberts. See what Hart County's got in store right here. Got the dual kicker up, looking up right here. Andrew Wilder going to be kicking. There's the kick. Low line drive squibber. Ball's going to be recovered about the 15-yard line. Takes it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down on the 34-yard line. Clock gets to about 13 seconds. See if Blessed Trinity is actually going to run a play right here. Brought down by Ron Derek Sadler. You're Blessed Trinity. You throw one up right here, or you just taking the knee and taking it to the half?
Well, you don't lose anything by throwing it up. The only thing is, how far can you throw it? Because you have no timeouts left. The only way you could throw a couple of out patterns, you know, but that means your lineman got a block. And it looks like they're just going to take a knee.
And they do. That will take us to the half, folks. Clock's at 10. It's going to tick down. Teams are leaving the field. Into the first half, we've got a 10-3 lead for Blessed Trinity. Home team goes into the half with a 1-touchdown lead. Been a pretty interesting first half. A good defensive play, but a slobber knocker of a half, if you want to call it that. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll come right back after these messages, and we'll recap your first half.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation.
Welcome back out to Blessed Trinity High School here in Roswell, Georgia. We're at halftime of the Blessed Trinity Titans and Hart County Bulldogs game, 10-3. Blessed Trinity in the lead. We're going to let you have a little listen to the sights and sounds of the Hart County Bulldog Band. And after this, we'll come back with your halftime recap. We'll be back. Stay tuned for this with the Hart County Band.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it, and he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah, and you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game, and well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter that's under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Imperial, on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow.
Welcome back here at Blessed Trinity High School in Roswell, Georgia. Wade Smith alongside Christopher Miner here, bringing you your halftime show here on PlayOnSports.com. All right, Chris, had a good half of football there. 10-3, Blessed Trinity in the lead. A few key plays there in the first half really decided what the scoring outcome so far. Had the touchdown pass to John Davis, first drive of the game. Came out of the gate, and we really thought Blessed Trinity was just going to be able to just run it down Hart County's throat, but really settled in, and the Hart County defense has stepped up and played well since then.
Yeah, since that first possession, Blessed Trinity has kind of been stagnant, a lot of 3 and outs, a couple of big plays, but a huge drive they had going on. But unfortunately, the drive resulted in a 3 and out because it got stuttered by penalties.
And you mentioned it, lots of 3 and outs. Really the only other meaningful possession that they came up with was off of a turnover by Hart County. Had the fumble there, gave them the football around the 25-yard line, and even then Hart County's defense was able to step up and force the field goal.
Yeah, you would think that Hart County's defense would be very proud coming out of this halftime because they've their offense hasn't had the ball too often, and yet they're only down 7 points.
And if you look at it, Hart County has played great defense the last 2 weeks, last week's game and this week's game so far. It's just been mistakes that have really did them in. They've given the ball up in bad spots on the field for them, and they only lost 21-0 last week, and that was mostly on the penalties and the turnovers. And what we saw so far at the end of the half, Hart County's best drive there, really taking the ball down the field, seeing a lot of runs there out of Dakota Mitchell, and he really moved the ball for the team.
Yeah, with that last drive, it really gives Hart County something to build on because, the first quarter they had a lot of tough play calls that resulted in turnover and 3 down possessions, or only 3 possessions. And, you know, that last drive really gave them something to build on. So hopefully the coaching staff for Hart County really harped on holding the ball, holding no turnovers, no holding calls, no false starts, and holding the turnovers to a minimum. And it gave them something to build on.
If I'm the Hart County coaches, I'm right there with you. Harp on playing smart football. Don't turn the ball over. Don't have stupid penalties. And just play the game you're playing, because you look at it, the team you're playing against, their best drive was their first drive. You've shut them down since then, and your best drive was your last drive. You're going to come back out, you're going to get the ball, and you're really going to play that same kind of football. And you might have a shot here very quickly before we get back into the action here. Give me your player of the half so far that not even your player of the half, someone you expect to have a big half right here for their team to pull it out.
Well, I think for Blessed Trinity, their quarterback, Spencer McMains, he has to continue throwing the ball well and not having any costly turnovers. And for Hart County, again, I go to the quarterback play of Dakota Mitchell. As long as he can, you know, push the ball as he needs to, and again, hold down the turnovers, and let's see his receivers catch the ball, then, you know, they'll have good momentum, and we'll have a good, strong second half.
Picking both the quarterbacks there. It's a bold pick. I'm going to go to the defensive side of the ball, and I think we need to see Patrick Jasinski for Blessed Trinity continue to have the defensive half that he had in the first half. Led the team in tackles and just really lit it up there from that rush linebacker position.
Yeah, he had a great half, and he took a couple of possessions off because he was injured. So to boot, he had a great half. Hopefully he can continue to come out this second half strong, and again on Hart County's football side, I'm gonna go defense as well, because the outside corner, Roderick Sadler, he also had a great half. He had at least 5 to 6 solo tackles, and I look forward to him being real impressive in the second half.
Well, let's get ready for second half action here. 3 guys back for Hart County. That's Eli Lowry, number 5. Number 18, Jared Scotland. And number 32, Sean Harper back there to return. Hart County's going to start the half with the ball, and let's see if they can carry that momentum from the end of the first half into this first drive of the game. Kickoff coming for Blessed Trinity. That's Mark Nolan. He sends it deep. It's going to go to the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. Hart County's going to start the ball at the 20-yard line. Sean Harper caught the ball there, number 32. And we'll see if your main man on the offensive side there, Dakota Mitchell, comes out here. See that fast-paced offense, that hurry-up style. They ran that the entire first half, and it worked out well for them there at the end of the first half.
Well, from the Blessed Trinity side, their coaching staff probably harped on just moving the ball, keeping good possessions going, and having good defensive stands like they did the first half.
And here they come, coming out after halftime. Hart County's first possession of the second half. It's like we've got Mitchell at quarterback again and Hazard at the tailback position. Lined up in shotgun like he's been all night. He'll take the snap, take the handoff, throw it out to the right side. He's got some space. He'll be at the 26-yard line where he's brought out of bounds. Great reception there by Tyler Barber. First time we've called his name tonight, number 25. Sam Roberts, number 12, makes the tackle.
And Roberts also is going to get called for a holding as he was getting blocked by the receiver. He tried, the receiver held on to him, so it's probably going to be against Hart County.
A little too much jersey there. Hart County's going to get backed up on the first play of the half there. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for 1st and 20 either.
Unfortunately, they start off on the wrong foot with penalties. The receiver was trying to do too much, and he had a good block on Roberts. But you got to know when to let go of the jersey.
That is for sure.
So it put him in a positive play and a good way to start the half. Turns out being a negative and going in the wrong direction.
That was a spot foul, so it's going to be a 1st and 15. Holding occurred downfield a little bit. There's a snap. He'll fade to the left side. He'll take it up the middle. He won't get very far. Get about a yard or two, if even that. Second down continues to be about 15. Sets up in the same formation. Mitchell in the backfield again. Hazard with him on the left. Takes the snap, fakes it to Hazard. Looking downfield, can't find anybody. He's going to take off upfield. He's got space up the middle. He gets about 10 yards. He's hit. Moves out again. Carries the pile for about another yard. Good gain there, almost 10 yards. Takes him out to the 26-yard line to bring up about 3rd and 4.
That kind of play right there kind of shows that the elusiveness of Dakota Mitchell, because the play broke down. He had receivers out in the flats, but unfortunately the defensive line was coming for him, and he put his head down and run, and he got a good 15 yards.
Big third down as we start. Big third down is just the first drive of the second half. Mitchell takes a snap. He's going to hand it to the left side. Cuts back right. He's going to probably have the first down here. It might be a measurement. John Davis, number 10, makes the tackle for Blessed Trinity. And he did get the first down. They will move the chains. 10:30 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation again. He'll take the snap. Fakes it to the left. Roll to the left side. Getting pressured hard. And the pass is going to be incomplete just off the fingertips. Big John Yu, number 40, bringing the pressure there. Thought we would have called John's name a few more times by now. He's been a big presence on that defense. Been doing his job, just not getting the pressures as much as you'd expect.
Yeah, he definitely rushed Dakota Mitchell right there to where he couldn't set his feet and get a good throw. So Blessed Trinity has to love that pressure.
Takes a snap. He'll hand to the right side this time. Breaks 2 tackles before being brought down. About a yard gain maybe. Going to be a long third down here. Chris Romero with the stop.
Again, great pressure coming from Blessed Trinity's front 4 and middle linebacker core.
3rd and 8. Hart County sets up. Takes a snap, looking downfield, can't find what he wants. It's going to be a holding in the backfield no matter the outcome of the play. Ball is caught, but it's going to be overturned. And another flag over on the sideline. Looks like it might have been a late hit over there. We'll see what the referees sort out right here. I think we had a holding there in the backfield. Looked like the offensive lineman got beat and just grabbed onto everything he could hold on to. Referee sorting it out right now. If it is a late hit, then you have to think they'll mark off the holding call for the 3rd down for 10 yards, and the personal foul will make it a 1st down.
Yeah, it's funny. I guess the penalties aren't the same, so they won't offset.
Yeah, since it's a during the play and a dead ball foul, they will not offset. They should both count.
You have to like the way Hart County is coming out this half. They're really looking to move the ball and not running any easy plays to defend.
They're trying to go downfield. They've had a couple of runs, but definitely been rolling out Mitchell there, trying to find the receiver. Working a lot of those crossing routes, just trying to beat the zone. Blessed Trinity's been backing it up a little bit, backing their coverage off. Their front 4 has been doing a great job on the run, so they can play a little more coverage ball. Here's our call from the official. First foul is going to be holding against Hart County, and then a personal foul. They're not going to call it a dead ball foul. They're just going to call it a personal foul. Maybe something like a helmet-to-helmet play right there. So the plays will offset. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8 again. So just reset that all over again. If you're Hart County, do you go right back to the same thing?
Well, you want to get your quarterback on the move again because that pocket is collapsing from the defensive line pressure coming from Blessed Trinity. So, and it looks like they're continuously trying to get the quarterback out of the pocket, get him rolling. I would probably roll him right this time because they've been rolling left. Again, it appears that they have superiority with the wide receiver size, but it doesn't seem as if they've been able to capitalize on it.
Like you said, haven't had a lot of time to really throw downfield. 5 wide set. Mitchell takes the snap. He looks right. Can't find it. Trying to get some time. He's just going to have to throw it up, and nobody home. Going to bring up 4th down. Offensive line really not giving much time to work there.
No, a good defensive stand by Blessed Trinity. Their defensive line, and they called a blitz on that play, and they were able to get Mitchell to where he couldn't set his feet and hit a good open target. He did have a couple of targets open, but he couldn't get him the ball.
Big number 55, John Carpenter, back to punt for Hart County. And here's his punt. High, wobbly kick. Didn't go very far. Trying to clear out space. The ball's going to roll, though. Ends up rolling down to the 35-yard line, and that's where Blessed Trinity is going to take over on downs. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Still 10-3 here. Blessed Trinity's first drive of the second half coming up. Look for a lot of the same. Spencer McManus been playing under center a lot tonight. Rotating those backs out, running the draws with Milton Shelton, running the misdirection plays with Roberts. A few plays there for the younger McManus and Carter McManus. See what they have in store. John Davis caught the only touchdown pass of the night. See if he gets any more throws this half. And McManus will be under center. And 33, Milton Shelton, will be in the backfield. They'll start with a toss to the left side. Shelton looks for some room, feels around, driving those legs. Got about a 5-yard gain before he's brought down by number 40, Mason Buchanan.
That's what you want your running back to do is drive those legs, because he didn't get brought down by the first guy that touched him, and that's exactly how you want your running back running. You don't want him getting pushed over by a wind or anybody just touching him. You know, you want to be able to get him to keep running. Always teach them running backs to chug those legs.
Mason Buchanan playing big in the middle there, number 40. Called his name a lot tonight so far. McManus takes the snap. He hands to the left side. And Milton Shelton gets another big gain there. Going to take it to the 49-yard line and move those chains. First down, Blessed Trinity. Brought down by Jared Scotland, number 18. Called his name mainly on offense tonight. Good to see him getting involved on the defensive side of the ball. He's really been the go-to receiver tonight for Mitchell on the other side of the ball.
Definitely another good chunk of yardage by Shelton.
It's like McManus is under center again, and he's going to hand to Ellis again. Or Shelton again, I'm sorry. But Shelton's going to be shut down in the backfield this time. It's like number 45, Taurus Sturgeon, on the tackle. First time we've called his name tonight. A lot of new names so far in this half. A lot of fresh bodies, I'm guessing, after halftime.
Well, they called a blitz on that. It looks like Hart County's defensive coordinator might have get tired and fed up with seeing Shelton carving him up. So he called an offensive or defensive blitz on that, and they were able to get Shelton in the backfield.
Gotta have to be careful. Spencer McManus has shown he can throw the ball. If they blitz right there, they might run some play action and throw it over the top.
That's what they're doing now.
Right here. And there it is. Big throw there to John Davis. John Davis is going to be brought down at the 37-yard line by Austin Adams, number 6. And that's a first down.
Yeah, that was a great call, Wade, because that's exactly what they were thinking about doing, and that's what they did. Ran that play action, a good couple of run plays, and then run a play action, and was able to hit Davis on an inside route.
Caught him off guard there with the play action. Definitely a good move. We'll see what they got in store on 1st and 10 right here on the other side of the ball. McManus takes a snap, hands off to his fullback. He'll round up the middle. He might get a yard before he is brought down. It's like number 36, Jimmy Haygood, on the tackle. A little different there, seeing Bradley get a carry from the fullback position. He's gotten about 3 or 4 tonight, just kind of changing up the pace every once in a while.
Yeah, Blessed Trinity's finding a way to mix it up. You know, get your fullback some touches, get your halfback some touches, and get a couple of throws on the out. So they're definitely mixing it up. I'm loving the balance as you see Shelton running off the field.
The play action worked well for him. I think that fullback play will work for them as well. Run it enough times, it'll work well. Toss to the right side. Younger McManus has the ball, and he will get about a 3 to 4 yard gain before he's brought down. Going to set up about a 3rd and 6. Brought down by a host of Hart County Bulldogs. For all of you just joining us, if you hear us say the younger McManus, that's Carter. That's number 4. That's the younger of the two. Carter's a junior, and Spencer, the quarterback, is a senior. Seen them in the backfield a couple times together, and it's a good tandem back there. Breaking the huddle. Let's see what they have in store on a long 3rd and 7 right here. McManus under center. Bradley in motion. He'll take the snap. Bradley will get the ball. He breaks a tackle. He is going to go, folks. He is at the 20, the 15, and he's going to be brought down about the 5 yard line by a big group of tacklers there, led by number 2, Matthew Boy. And what have we said all night, folks? The misdirection in Sam Roberts there, number 12. Sam Roberts going around the right end. First down, Blessed Trinity. And that play has worked for them all night long.
And a play like that drives the defense crazy because they had containment, but they overshot it. And the defensive end, he played his position, but he overshot the play. So that kind of play is definitely going to be harped on in the week to come in practice.
Sets up a 1st and goal. McManus takes the snap. He hands to the right side. Carter McManus has it, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. We're going to wait, though. Penalty flag down on the ground. See what the refs are going to call on this one. Touchdown was ran in by number 4, Carter McManus. We'll see if it stands. Looks like Blessed Trinity's running on the extra point team, so they think it's going to stick. One of the offensive linemen is signaling a face mask. We'll wait for the official call. And that is the call. Touchdown, Blessed Trinity. Carter McManus, number 4. Talked about the tandem there, the 2 McManus. First rushing touchdown of the night. Good to see a touchdown on the ground. A couple field goals and a passing touchdown. Got a little bit of everything here tonight. Wind really picking up here. We'll see if it affects the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. Cannontown's a good thing here at Blessed Trinity High School. You know their team has just scored a touchdown. Makes the score 17-3. Blessed Trinity on top. 4:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. A little bit different there on that drive, Chris.
Well, it was balance. That's exactly what the Blessed Trinity Titans wanted to be able to do coming out to halftime. And, I mean, what more can you want? That's exactly what you want. It was balanced. They had good pass plays. They had good running plays, good misdirection. They kept the defense off their heels. And, I mean, it was definitely a well-coached drive.
Great play calling there. Good move, good strategy there by the offensive coordinator. Able to pull out all the stops. Good subbing there in the halfback positions. Carter McManus getting a few carries there after they're really keying on Milton Shelton when he's in the game. Carter McManus was kind of a blocking back early on, but now he's been using the ground game and doing a great job of it. It's number 90, Mark Nolan, in to kick off for Blessed Trinity. Hart County with their normal 3 back. Down 2 possessions here, 17-3. They're really going to have to get something going on this offensive drive. Nolan lines up. There's the kick. And it is going to go into the end zone again for another touchback. Multiple touchbacks tonight for Nolan. Really kicking off deep tonight. And that brings out the Hart County offense.
Yeah, we get to see, I think this is their second possession of the half, and we get to see if they can make any adjustments, what they want to come out and do this second half. I think they really got to get some time of possession going because that defense is getting worn out.
I know it's only the third quarter, but you have to think this is a game-defining drive right here. If they can't get anything going, Blessed Trinity looked really good on that last drive. Takes the snap, misdirection back to the backside. Running back was off balance the entire play. Couldn't get anything going. That was Eli Lowry. Tackle made by number 11, Ryan Mediate. Haven't called his name much tonight, folks, but he's been out there a lot. Eli Lowry on that wide receiver misdirection play. He's a quick guy, but just could not find anything on the outside. Takes the snap, swing pass to the right side. Has a little bit of space, being chased down hard, and he is brought down. Guess who, folks? Number 16, Patrick Chazinski. This guy is flying all over the place. I don't know where he comes from.
Well, that play right there really showed his speed, his aggressiveness, and just flat-out speed. He ran him down coming out the backfield.
That speed is really going to do him well this season. He's just a sophomore, folks. Just a 10th grader. He's got years to grow. Takes the snap. He's going to roll to the left side. Pressure brought, picked up. Can't find anybody downtown. Looks around. He's going to throw it deep. Ball's up in the air, and it is caught. Good catch there. Looks like that was number 18, Jared Scotland, his go-to guy again. And number 11, Roddy Mediate, makes the tackle again. Scotland's been all over the place for him as well.
That's kind of the play I've been expecting all these plays because it's definitely a mismatch when it comes to their number 16 receiver and on any DB they play against them. But the thing is, he's been on the quarterback's blind side, and he hasn't been having a lot of time to throw.
Takes a snap out of shotgun. He's going to hand to the right side. Reverse to the other side. Going to take it around the end, but there's nowhere to go. Tyler Barber brought down hard by C.J. Brazel, number 82. First time we've called Brazel's name. And it looks like number 4, Carter McManus, is down for Blessed Trinity.
Brazel played his position great because he was on the outside corner and he had to play contain, and he did just that.
Played great containment there. They really have not allowed them to get outside. That is for sure. Especially with this speed kind of offense that Hart County likes to run. Not a lot of passes, and the ones they do kind of looks like backyard football to me. It's just roll around, everyone get open, and when they do, he happens to find them. Offensive line is really struggling against that Blessed Trinity defensive line. Good pass rush, doing well so far. Have to wonder if this is another one of those cramping situations that we had earlier in the night with Jasinski.
Looks like it might be some type of hamstring. They're flexing his hamstring.
Let's hope he's okay. Never want to see any injuries out here, folks. McManus was the one that scored the touchdown last drive. He will be missed if he is out. Plays a little bit of everything for them. Plays a little defensive back. Plays some running back. Went out for a few passes tonight. Jack of all trades out there as a junior. And looks like they're helping him up. He's going to walk off on his own power. Getting a little water. Have to think it was either a cramp or maybe a tight hamstring or something like that, as you mentioned. Looks like he's all right. Going to come right back out now. Second and long. Maybe second and about 13 now from the 40-yard line. Dakota Mitchell going to be at quarterback again in the shotgun. He takes the snap, rolls to the right side, sweep to the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, picks up about 3 yards where he's brought down. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. It's like number 10, John Davis on the tackle, the senior. Doubles up at wide receiver and DB. Caught the touchdown pass earlier on the night.
He also got help from his outside end because number 40 John Woo, he was able to half contain as well, and he helped him out. He helped his linebacker come up and make that tackle.
Big John called his name a lot tonight. Takes the snap, looking around for a receiver. He's got one wide open in the zone. Dancing around down there. Doesn't get a lot of yardage after the catch, but that's going to set them up on the 38-yard line and a first down. One of the longer pass plays that Hart County's completed tonight. It's like pass was complete to Tyler Barber, number 25.
One of the only times we really get to see Mitchell have some time to throw.
Mitchell will take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Going to gain about 5 yards there. Eli Lowry with the carry again. Gotten a few carries tonight. Good to see a few different backs in there. Usually seeing Hazard or Simpson back there, but Eli Lowry's gotten a few himself, and he's going to stay in the game. He's going to be spread out wide this time, though, and it's going to be Hazard back in the backfield. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Still 17-3 Blessed Trinity. Hart County driving, though. There's a pass out to the sideline, and he bobbles it and cannot get it complete. Austin Adams, the intended receiver there, could not hold on to the football. Blessed Trinity coaching staff wanted that to be a lateral there so they could pick that up and take it to the house, but it was a forward pass, sorry.
I think what happened was the outside receiver saw those DBs coming at him.
He heard footsteps.
He heard footsteps, and he was a little anxious. His hands couldn't do what his eyes wanted them to.
Sets up for a 3rd and 5. And going to be a penalty called. Hart County had too many men on the field. Illegal substitution. Going to back him up a little bit. And what have we been mentioning all night? Untimely penalties, untimely turnovers. Had a 3rd and 5. That was a lot easier now than a 3rd and 10 it's going to be.
Exactly. Another shotgun to the foot. I mean, those are the type of penalties that just stall out a drive. And I was just going to mention how they're having a nice little possession right here. Driving down the field, getting close to the red zone, and here they go, taking themselves negative.
Looks like Hart County called a timeout. I wonder if they got that in before the flag.
No, they didn't. They probably took that timeout just to reiterate to the troops, look, we got to play sound ball. We got to hit these guys back in the mouth because we're sitting here and we're on their home turf, and here they are handing us our hat. Wake up, guys.
Big 3rd down play right here. Need to pick up the first down to continue this drive. Not quite sure they're in field goal range for their kicker. And at this point, getting later in the game, you really would like to put 7 up instead of 3. Mitchell lined up by himself. Motion man comes through. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to take off up the field on his own, and he's going to get about 6 yards. It's going to be short, and maybe 4th and about 4 here. Set up on the 32-yard line. Needs to get to about the 28 for the first down. And they are going to go for it. Big 4th down right here. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. He takes the snap. He's going to hand it off at the middle, and it's going to be close. I'm not sure he got it, folks. No, he didn't. He's going to be stopped about the 30-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for Blessed Trinity.
I guess that shows they're really not having any faith in their passing game. It's a real surprising call. It appears they have the advantage on the outside with the receivers, but maybe they're just not getting enough time to throw the ball.
Just don't have the time. You're right.
Just real complexing.
In that mayhem, I did notice Carter McManus was jumping up and celebrating with his teammates, so it's good to see him back healthy again. Should see him on this offensive drive as well. Spencer McManus takes the snap. He's going to fake it. Going to throw it downfield. Oh, and it's almost intercepted by number 18, Jared Scotland. He's been the best receiver on the other side of the ball, and he can't come up with the interception.
He hit him in the hands.
Usually that's when they play DB, but he's been playing well at receiver all night.
He definitely missed the opportunity for his team to capitalize on a turnover right there.
Ball was a little underthrown. Sam Roberts was open if the ball would have gotten to him.
It might have a little something to do with the wind because the wind has been pushing. Now they're going against it. So
going against the wind.
Plus he didn't have his feet set.
2nd and 10. 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. McManus lined up again. Single back formation. He'll hand it off this time. No, he won't. He'll fake it, and he's going to be brought down hard in the backfield by a group of Hart County Bulldogs led by number 2, Matthew Boy.
There was a big sack coming from Matthew Boy.
It's a big play. If they could possibly force a turnover right here, that might be even bigger for Hart County. Clock winding down here. We might get to the end of the third quarter. And it looks like we will. And that'll do it, folks. At the end of the third quarter, it is 17-3 Blessed Trinity over Hart County. We'll be right back here on PlayOnSports.com after this.
We can get a planner up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter here in Roswell, Georgia at Blessed Trinity High School. Wade Smith alongside Christopher Miner bringing you the Blessed Trinity Titans taking on the Hart County Bulldogs. Blessed Trinity leading 17-3. Got a big third down here. Blessed Trinity has the ball. If Hart County can get a stop right here, this is what they're going to need to try to get back in this ball game down 2 possessions.
Yeah, you like to see Blessed Trinity come out and maybe kill some of this clock. Run the ball a couple of times with their trio of running backs. But we're going to see right now.
We'll see 3rd and long. And we're going to have McManus under center as always. He'll take the snap. Looks to the left side. He has a receiver. It is caught. Looks like Sam Roberts makes the catch, and Dylan Paul, number 15, will bring him down, but it's going to set up for a long 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, not exactly the 3rd down play you want. Just no separation from the receiver and the DB. The receiver was right there to be able to tackle him to the ground.
Yeah, short play. You want to get the clock running and potentially break it open. But at the worst, they got the clock moving, and they're just going to punt it away and let their defense play ball. Number 8, Nathan Etheridge to punt. And too many men on the field again. They're going to back him up.
This time it's going against Blessed Trinity.
That's the second time we've seen that penalty tonight. 1 on each side of the ball now. Moves him back a couple of yards, and we'll see the punt this time. Etheridge again. Jared Scotland back here to receive the punt. Ball is up high, kick. Scotland won't call fair catch. We'll see what he can do with it. He runs around the right side. He's got some room. He gets to the 50. He gets to the 47-yard line before he is brought down. Looks like by number 26, Christian Wood. And that's going to bring Hart County back out on offense. See what they can do. They need to get something going here in the fourth quarter. It's down 17-3. Got to put up points of some kind on this drive if they want to get in this game.
Luckily, their defense held that last time around. Let's see what the offense can do. I'm sure they don't want to waste another possession.
Mitchell lined up in the shotgun formation. And referee's blowing it dead. Timeout was called by Blessed Trinity. And we'll take it with them, folks. We'll be right back here on PlayOnSports.com right after this timeout. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from around the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. And don't forget, Play On Sports is also on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOnSports.com, on Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can access live and on-demand games on the YouTube network, youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. We're back out on offense here. 10:53 to go in the game. First down for Hart County. Pump fake in the backfield. He goes deep downfield. He has a receiver. Oh, and he drops the ball. He was open, hit him in the hands, and he drops it. Like you said earlier, I think he heard footsteps there, Chris.
Well, that was a great throw by Mitchell. The only thing he needed the receiver to do was just to put his hands up and bring it down. I think what it was he had a defender in front of him, he had one behind him, and he was nice in the middle, and he didn't want to get hit by that one in front of him.
That is for sure. Hart County, second down now. Shotgun set. And another penalty for too many men on the field. Third time we've seen that, and it's been in the late goings here. That's usually something you see early in the game, not late in the game.
It's a couple of things you can attribute it to. You can attribute it to undisciplined, and then you can attribute it to guys not knowing their role or what play is being called. And unfortunately with Hart County, it might be a little bit of both.
Backs him up. He'll take the snap. He'll hand to the left side on the motion back. He's got some space. He gets it up. He goes to 45, the 40, and he's going to run out of bounds around the 37-yard line. Going to be very near the first down marker. He might even have got it right there, folks. Wait and see what the officials have to say about it. Great run there. Really got around the outside, found the space, and it will be a first down for Hart County.
Yeah, he really showed his vision on that play. As he had an open hole, and he cut north, and he was gone. Tried to hit that outside corner and hit the scamper on the sidelines. He was pretty close.
Hart County band getting into the action, playing a little rubber band man by T.I. right there. See if the offense can get going as well. First down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll take the snap. He'll roll to the right side. He fakes the handoff. He'll head up the middle, and he's going to get about a 6-yard gain before he's brought down. Looks like John Yu, number 40, bringing him down in the middle of the field. Good to see the bands and the crowd getting into it right now. Good game right here. If Hart County were to put up some points, we're going to have a tight one here at the end.
It would definitely get them some momentum coming into the last 10 minutes of the game. They need it.
Takes the snap. Fakes to the right side. He's got some blockers. He heads left, finds the hole, and he'll get to the 27-yard line before he's brought down by number 4, Carter McManus. Good to see Carter getting back in on the action after coming off with the hamstring or the cramp injury that we saw early on in the game, or earlier on in this half, I'm sorry. 3rd and 1 now. Have to think they're going to go up the gut here with Mitchell. Takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff, and there it is. Mitchell up the middle. Good gain out to the 19-yard line. Brought down by number 12, Sam Roberts. Called Sam's name all over the field tonight as well.
Well, that's what you want to see when you give your quarterback the ball to run. You want to see him put his head down and go, and that's exactly what he did on that play.
First down. Set up in that shotgun formation with the back to his right. takes the snap. He hands back on the comeback on the left side. Tries to break a tackle and can't get it. 3-yard loss there. Tough call. Number 12, Sam Roberts again on the tackle. That's back-to-back tackles for Sam. Brings up 2nd and 13. Let's see what Hart County's got in store right here. 2nd and 13, need to get the first down. Keep those chains moving. 8:42 to go in the game, still down 14 points. Gonna need to get in the end zone right here and have a big stop to keep themselves in this game. Man in motion, takes the snap, hands it to the motion back. He's got some room. He gets up the field about 6 yards before he comes down. Lost his balance and got brought down by Kyle Evans, number 23. First time we've called Kyle's name tonight. That really shortened it down there. Gonna be about 3rd and 5. Biggest play of the game so far, right?
Yeah, and what you see is Henry County or Hart County running the ball. They found a weakness and they're going to it.
He takes the snap. He hands off up the middle, and it's going to be close. I think he only got about 3 yards. It's going to be a 4th down play. The question is how long of a 4th down. Number 4, Carter McManus makes the stop. Big play for Carter, and it will be 4th and a long 2. That might even be 3 full yards, folks. 4th and 3. And let's see what they got in the tank. Take the snap, and the ball's on the ground, but he caught the ball. And he gets up the middle, and he breaks the tackle. He's going to go into the end zone, folks, on a broken play. Touchdown, Hart County, and that is huge for the Bulldogs, folks. Huge play. Ball comes off his hands, and I thought he was going to fumble it. Somehow regains possession and takes it into the end zone.
And again, a running play. It was a design running play. Just the fullback and the quarterback hit each other. You know, a broken play, but luckily Mitchell was able to get his wits about him and held onto the ball and scampered to the touchdown.
Oh, when they faked it, they went for 2. Oh, and they're going to call a false start against the offense. Oh, man. That 2-point conversion would have been huge if that came through.
Yeah. Hart County's trying some trickery to get their team motivated. Finish the game strong. You can see they want a W out here.
And they're going to keep in the water bucket formation again. And now they'll shift back and kick the normal extra point. Andrew Wilder for the extra point. A little bit longer than normal. Ball's up, almost blocked. It is up, and it is good. 17-10 now. 7 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the game. And Hart County just made this a ball game, Chris.
Very, very enthusiastic for Hart County because they were struggling for most of the game. And here on that drive, they ran the clock down. They got their defense to get a little bit of rest. They got some momentum going. Now the offense has some swagger about themselves, some confidence. It was a great drive. I'm glad to see Hart County come out with that kind of drive.
I'll tell you what, right now, the 12th man is that band over on the other side of the field, really keeping their team upbeat right now. They know they're in this ball game. 17-10 with just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Their defense has played well the entire game. Let's see if they can come up with another stop right here and give their offense one more chance to get back in this game. Andrew Wilder will be kicking off for Hart County. Steps off his distance, and we'll get going here. Sam Roberts back deep to return. Looks like John Davis is on his left. Officials blow ready, and here we go, folks. Georgia high school football at its best right here. 17-10, fourth quarter, 7 minutes to go in the game. High kickoff. John Davis is going to field it at the 15-yard line. He's going to take it up the middle. He's got a seam. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, and he's taken down by the shoelaces there. Looks like number 40, Mason Buchanan, the big linebacker, bringing him down. And if you're Blessed Trinity right here, you want to run clock. Exactly. Use that bevy of backs and just run the clock.
Exactly. Well, you couldn't ask for a better return than Mr. Davis just got him. So all they need to do now is just get first downs.
We'll see what back comes out in the backfield. I'm sure you're going to have McManus at quarterback. You're probably going to have number 22, Bradley, at the fullback position. And you do, and you have Milton Shelton at tailback again. McManus takes the snap. He hands to the left side, and Shelton gets about 2 yards before he is taken down hard. That's like number 15, Dylan Paul, making the tackle. Sam Roberts was in motion on that play. Look for that misdirection to Sam Roberts again to run the clock. Me personally, I'd like to see him run the ball with Bradley a few more times. Real affinity for the fullback position. I think it's underused position. They've underused it in this game. He's a strong back from the last game we saw. Shelton really being keyed on right now. Go misdirection to the fullback. But here we go. McManus at quarterback again. I formation. Bradley in motion again. He will take the snap, and they will go misdirection to Bradley this time, coming back the other way. He breaks the tackle. He breaks another, and he's going to get the ball out to the 49-yard line. Their own 49. He's going to be about a yard short. Looks like Jamie Negrate made up the tackle. Number 64. 3rd and a long one, folks. Huge play right here with 6 minutes to go in the game. Hart County needs a stop, down 7 if they want a chance to get back into this. And here we go, 3rd and 1. McManus takes the snap, tosses to the right side, and they're going to stop him in the backfield. They're going to have him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down play. And the ball's still going to be on the Blessed Trinity side of the 50. Big tackle there by number 36, Jimmy Haygood. 4th and 3, folks. See if Blessed Trinity's going to go for it right here. Looks like the offense is still out on the field. They may just be running some clock. Oh, they're not. They're going to send McManus back out on the field. Here we go, 4th down. Fun football right here, folks. 5 minutes to go in the game. Hart County down 7. Needs a big stop here on 4th down. Wonder if they're going to try and draw them off sides. They did it earlier in the game. Oh, that should have been a, and there it was. Receiver moved. As a flag down before the penalty. Before the timeout. See if the official gives it to him.
Well, that was close, Way, because it was definitely a false start. Luckily, they got that timeout before.
Oh, they called delay a game. Delay a game was called before the timeout.
Okay.
So either way, it's a 5-yard penalty. But that receiver did move. We all saw it.
Yeah. Oh.
The Hart County broadcast team up here loved it as well.
And you might be able to attribute this stand to the Hart County offense because, like I said, that last possession, they got to run down the clock. They got to get their defense on the sideline for a good 5 or 6 minutes. And then they came out re-energized.
Punt formation, Nathan Etheridge back to punt again. And this will be a good one, folks. High kick. Ball's fielded and fumbled again. I don't know who came up with it. There's a pile. This could be a huge turnover if it goes Blessed Trinity's way. Waiting for the official's call. And Hart County got it back. The collective of the Hart County crowd and nation just completely lost its breath right there. Roderick Goss. I can't even talk, folks. I lost the breath on that one. But that's going to be a 1st down now for Hart County. They've got 4:49 left in the ball game, down 1 possession. They've got a chance in this game.
Well, they got four minutes to go, 70 yards. So we'll get to see a great end of the quarter if they get a score here.
See what this offense has for us. Dakota Mitchell back at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun formation, no backs. Man in motion from the left side. He'll fake the handoff, and he'll take off up the middle. He's got some space, and he's going to get about 9 yards before he's brought down. May even have got to that 1st down marker. Going to be brought down about the 34-yard line by Kyle Evans, number 23.
And it appears that Hart County has seen a weakness. And they continue to see Blessed Trinity drop back. So they're running draw plays every play. or running plays.
Those plays have been effective as well. Quarterback sweep to the left side. Going to get about another 6 or 7 yards before he's brought down. And Mitchell just pops back up. He's ready to go again. Patrick Jasinski with the tackle. First time we've called his name in a few minutes tonight. Maybe the longest drought for tackles for him so far tonight.
Well, it's definitely the longest amount of momentum that Hart County's been able to have. They're moving the ball nice and good at a great pace.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45 or on the 35-yard line. Mitchell takes the snap, fakes to the left side. He's got space again, and he's going to get another 5 or 6 yard gain before he's brought down. He's been averaging 5 to 6 yards on that carry the last 4 plays they've run it. Austin Werkheiser making a tackle, number 75 off the defensive line. Just checked into the game. Saw him coming in just a second ago. And Dakota Mitchell, you know he's going to be getting tired, but he's just got to keep thinking. 3 minutes to go in this game. Got to keep going. 3:45 left. Keep driving your team. He rolls to the left side now. Good block there. Just dumps it out, and nobody there for the catch. Big block by one of his running backs there. That was number 22, Hazard. Hazard lit up one of the defensive linemen. But the clock stops. 3:35 to go, and they're down 1 possession.
Yeah, and it really wasn't a bad play because he got rid of the ball, didn't take a sack, and they stopped the clock. So,
all right, folks, 3rd and 5. Hart County needs to get a first down right here, keep this drive alive. 3:35 to go in the game. Doing a check with me with the coaches over on the sideline. Mitchell's ready. Takes the snap. Looking, has a receiver, and he's going to be short of the first down. It looks like it's going to be about a 4th and 1. John Davis making the tackle. That was McConte Simpson, number 28 on the catch. And it's going to be a 4th and a long 1. Big 4th down right here. They've come up with them before. 3:10 to go in the game. Now the crowd really going. Home side getting into it. Timeout called by Blessed Trinity. Timeout called, and we'll take it with them, folks. We'll be right back here on PlayOnSports.com after this timeout.
We're up at Roswell, Blessed Trinity against Hart County. Stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, where we will select our players of the game as well as wrap up all the action for this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Thank you, Chris. And we're back with a huge 4th down here. 4th and a long 1. Hart County needs this to stay in the ball game. 3 minutes to go in the game, and they're down 1 possession. Takes the snap, fakes it, runs up the middle, and I think he got stopped short. I don't think he made it. Going to be on the 45-yard line, and it should be a first down for Blessed Trinity. Big defensive stop there for the Titans. They came up strong. And it is a first down, Titans.
Got a big stop there by number 16, Patrick Jasinski. He was really excited getting up off the field, guys.
Jasinski really in the running for that Player of the Game award we're going to give at the end of this game. He has been all over the place, even came off the field with an injury and was still able to get back in the game and played great defense so far. It's like the officials have an official timeout. Are they going to measure? I mean, there's no, it's not really that close. And it looks like they will measure it. It's going to be well short from the looks of up here, but we've been known to be wrong before, folks. Well short. Good 9 to 12 inches short there. 2:56 to go in the game. Blessed Trinity takes over on offense. And if we've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. Run the football. Run the clock. No passes right here. Use those backs. Use Shelton. Use Bradley. Use Roberts.
Well, if you're Hart County, you're definitely trying to get a turnover. I mean, you know what's coming, so they're probably going to send everybody. Blessed Trinity might run a play action once just to keep them balanced.
See if they keep him honest here. Ball snap. Takes it off to the left side, and the ball carrier will be brought down hard. About 5-yard gain. It's like number 40 there, Mason Buchanan with the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Clock's ticking away. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Sam Roberts comes off the field in lieu of John Davis. 2nd and 5. McManus still at quarterback. 2 tight ends, I formation. Here we go. Takes a snap. He hands to the left side again, and he's going to get close. Had a handful of jersey, but he was able to fight out of it. Might be 1 yard short. Mason Buchanan makes the stop again. I think it's going to be about 3rd and 1, folks. Mason Buchanan is down on the field right now. He made that grab on the jersey there, so not sure what got hurt there.
Probably it looked as if his arm was getting pulled because he did have a handful of jersey and the running back didn't want to stop. So it might have been a pull on that shoulder.
Well, that tackle might have saved the game right there as well. If Hart County can come up with a big stop right here, maybe 2 stops, they might go for it on 4th down. He's down, and the entire team is taking a knee right now, so it looks pretty serious at the moment. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and give you an update on the injury here on PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream.
Camera 3.
Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back, Roswell, Georgia. Blessed Trinity High School. Good to see Mason Buchanan walking off under his own power there. Couldn't really tell what the injury was from up here, but he looks like he's in pain right now and probably won't be back in this game. But a big 3rd down here. And it looks like we're going to get another timeout. Hart County is going to call a timeout. 2 minutes to go. At 3rd and 1 right here, you got to expect the run up the middle. I mean, don't do anything that's going to stop the clock. If Hart County were to come up with a stop right here and you get a 4th and 1, 4th and 2 situation, what do you expect to see out of Blessed Trinity? Are they going to try to force the 4th down play? Do you punt it and try to pin them very deep?
Well, I think they have to go for the 4th down play. I mean, they have nothing to lose. They're up by 7. They have the clock in their favor, so and they're deep in their territory, so they're definitely going to go for the 4th down. I mean, they went for the 4th down, and they were, at midfield. So
I like going for the 4th down, but we saw in the halftime warm-ups the punter kicking from around the 35, 40-yard line, working on those pooch kicks, and he was pinning them pretty deep. He was putting them around the 5-yard line every time. This late in the game, I mean, at this point, if you punted the ball and it was a touchback, you're giving up about a 15 net yard gain. And I would think with the running style of offense that Hart County is showing, you want every yard possible on that field for them to have to cover because there's not enough clock for them to go down the entire length of the field just running the ball like that. But either way, we'll find out. Big 3rd down right here, and we'll see if they're going to be able to come up with a stop. Blessed Trinity lined up in the I formation again. Very tight power set. McManus takes the snap. He hands off to the left side, and he's going to have the first down and a lot more. Breaks the tackle. Be brought down around the 19-yard line by Timmy Mertz, number 3 there. And that might be the end of the game right there, folks. That might have run the clock out.
Well, that's our second time getting to see Timmy run, and Timmy has some pretty quick feet. I mean, he hit that hole like a jackrabbit.
Timmy Mertz running the football. Didn't see it a lot tonight, but it was pretty impressive when he was out there. Just shows the deep stable of backs that they do have. They have a lot of guys that can run the football on this team. Minute 30 to go, 17-10. They're at least in field goal range at this point, and I think they're just going to run the clock out. This probably is the end of the game. Hands off again. It's going to be Mertz one more time. And he's going to get a couple yards. Be second down, brought down by Matthew Boy. He'll end up getting a 5-yard gain right there. Going to be 2nd and 5. Clock continues to tick, getting near 1 minute now. McManus back in with the play. Just under 1 minute here, folks. 1 minute to go in the game. Offset eye again. McManus takes a snap. He'll hand off to Timmy one more time. Gets up the field a little bit more. Brought down by Joshua Jones, number 33. First time we've seen Joshua tonight. 3rd and 4 now. And timeout called by Hart County with 33 seconds to go. One timeout left for Hart County. Got to think if it's a run right here and they stop them, they'll call that last timeout and hope to either get a missed field goal or a blocked field goal.
Well, the options are really running out for the Hart County Bulldogs. I mean, they played a great game, but here we are with seconds to go left on the clock or close to it. And the options are limited now. So they're going to have to do the best they can to walk out of here with their head up high and maybe have a good defensive stand on this last drive.
Here we go, folks. 3rd down and about 3 to go. 33 seconds to go. Blessed Trinity up a touchdown, 17-10. They get the first down. The ball game is over. As we said, one timeout left for each team. Hart County can stop the clock right here. Takes him to the line. Timmy Mertz in that tailback again. Takes a snap, fakes it to Mertz. Going to go around the right side, and he's got space, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. That is number 12, Sam Roberts. Touchdown, Blessed Trinity Titans to put this game away. Makes it 23-10, 24 pending the extra point, and that's going to wrap it up here, folks.
It really showed his athleticism as well because he had a couple of defenders to hurdle, and he did it.
Broke a few tough tackles. That was a great run there. Took it around the outside. Getting ready for the extra point here. Snap is good. Kick is up. Good as well. 24-10. And the home Blessed Trinity Titans take a 24-10 lead now. 27 seconds to go in the game, and this one about is all wrapped up, folks. The great attempt here by Hart County. Really had a chance in it late. Just couldn't get it done there on that 4th down at midfield, and that was all she wrote.
Well, at least this time they have a lot more to build on. From what I understand, last week was a pretty tough game for them. Unfortunately, they couldn't get over their own feet with penalties and early in the game turnovers, and late in the game can continue with penalties. You know, and at least this time around, this game against Blessed Trinity, they have a lot more to build on for the upcoming week, and the whole week of practice. I'm sure the coaches will reiterate how we have to be disciplined. We have to be disciplined if we want to beat another football team.
I'll say this for Hart County, and to me, there is no such thing as a moral victory, but that score is a lot more misleading than it really looks. This game was really close. I mean, 17-10, and you got a chance at the 50-yard line on a 4th down to keep the drive alive. had a chance to drive down and just couldn't get it done. But as you said, turnovers and penalties, that'll be the story in the paper again this week.
Yeah.
And it's a tough break for Hart County. They're going to fall to 0-2, and that's going to move Blessed Trinity to a 2-1 record.
And Blessed Trinity definitely came out and represented their home stadium this weekend because they scored early and they scored late, and they held strong in between. So they have a lot to be proud about.
Kick is off, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be illegal procedure, and it's going to move the ball up. While we have some time, folks, don't forget, next week here on GHSA.TV for us, PlayOnSports.com network here in Georgia, we've got 2 games for you. We got Washington versus Mount Zion at Lakewood Stadium. That's an 8 p.m. kickoff, and you're going to have me and Chris in the booth for you calling that one, giving you all the action. Also, you've got Parkview versus Grayson. That one's going to be at 7:30. That one's at Parkview, and you got Kevin Beck and Chris King in the booth. Another great team of announcers for you if those are your teams. But here we go. We're going to see what Hart County has in store for the last 27 seconds of the game. See if they have anything deep in the playbook they can throw out there. He's going to take off up the middle again, and he's going to get stuck hard. That one looked very painful there, Chris. Big tackle there by Michael Ortiz, 79. And clock's going to tick down. I don't know if Mitchell's going to get one more snap off or not. He does. He's sitting back in the backfield looking for something. Takes off to the right side. Throws it deep downfield, and he has a receiver there. Going to take off up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, and it's going to get to the 25-yard line. And that's going to do it, folks. That's going to run the clock out. 24-10 is your final. Blessed Trinity Titans over the Hart County Bulldogs. Tough game here in Roswell, Georgia. Hart County had a shot at the end. As we said, that 24-10 score is a little misleading, very close. The fourth down play was definitely the big play. But, hey, we're going to take a quick break, folks. We're going to come back and give you our key wrap-up and give you our player of the game nominee. And we'll be right back on PlayOnSports.com.
Fourth and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on.
And we're back. Listen to the bands here. Heard some final countdown action as we're getting ready to do our final countdown here. The post-game show here on PlayOnSports.com. Good game here. We said it was very close. 24-10, misleading score there. It was 17-10 with a couple minutes to go. Hart County had the chance there to convert the fourth down. What were the big plays to you here in the second half, Chris?
Definitely. Well, the whole game, it started off early with Blessed Trinity driving down the field early in the game in the first 2 minutes and scoring a touchdown. The tough quarterback, McMahon's, threw a nice little touchdown strike, and then, the defense held on. And luckily at the end of the game, when it was almost in doubt, they came through again, and they had a nice ending game drive. It would with McMahon's throwing another touchdown to tighten up and finalize the game. So a lot of big plays by the quarterback of Blessed Trinity, and just a lot of great defensive holds by Blessed Trinity's defense.
Talk about the losing side really quickly. I just want to mention Dakota Mitchell played one heck of a game. Great quarterback there for Hart County. A lot of good runs there, especially the touchdown where he had the bobbled snap there. Ball popped up in the air. He was able to pull it down and take it into the end zone. Great play for him. But we're going to go with the winning team tonight for the PlayOnSports.com player of the game. And we'll let you do the honors, Chris. Who's your player of the game?
It has to be number 2, quarterback Spencer McMahons, a senior who really played his behind off today. He had a great game. Last week was a little splotchy. He had he had one or two miscues. They couldn't really get on offensively get on track. But today's game, they came out strong. They ended strong. And he also had a great defensive game as well. So Spencer Hughes, McMahon, is got to be the player of the game. And I look forward to seeing him play in the future.
Full agreement with you there, Chris. Spencer McManus, great game for him tonight. 2 touchdown passes all over the field tonight. Led his team to a victory, 24-10, here at Blessed Trinity High School in Roswell, Georgia. Well, that's going to wrap it up here for us folks tonight. Thank you for watching the PlayOnSports.com Friday night football game here at Blessed Trinity High School in Roswell, Georgia. For Chris Miner, Sherry Lynn Fivish, and Aaron McDonald, I'm Wade Smith. Thanks for watching the game tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week at the Washington versus Mount Zion game for us and the Parkview Grayson game for the other team in Georgia. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Have a great night.